All right. Hello, everybody, and welcome to Thursday Lighting Critique. Got a bunch of images to go through today. We're going to start. We got Andre on live, so we'll start with yours. Let's do a little animation out of the gate. Let's see what we got here. So we'll take a look at this while we're playing through. You want to talk about the updates?
Sure. I did make the candles stronger and more yellowish instead of it was kind of greenish. I had a problem with, I think there's like a double vampire guy that's having some trouble with but I didn't have time to re-render it.
That's okay.
I also did add some lighting on him and her, a little bit warmer light, and also a little bit more of a darker corners of the room.
Got it.
And I think that was it.
Very cool. Well, yeah. So I think, like looking at this, let's see, can I adjust this? Yeah. So, actually, just do that. So one of the bigger things that I'm looking at is like I think that. I guess I gotta adjust this one. Sorry. The big thing is that, like the bright values seem to be capped a little bit, and you can kind of see it here in the levels. So I just kind of want to push. I want to like kind of increase the contrast on this overall a little bit. Like I want to push the brights brighter and bring the darks darker. And then let's see. Yeah. Because like the nature of the scene and like this, kind of looks like a ritual that's gonna rise this Frankenstein-y lady from the death. So I think that's the area that I would start with the most, is like really pushing those brights up, and bring those darks down a little bit. I still think we could probably go a little bit more. Like, I still think we can go darker in here and then bring in... I really just want to make this a little bit more literal around her. And so we can, bring in the edge of this down a little bit and then bring in the edge of this up a little bit. Because because they're pretty small on screen. They're not like the smallest or anything, but we've got about that much room in there. So I really kind of want to focus us in the middle there. I think the candles are looking much better. I like their glow amount. I want her hair to be somehow different than, like, if I kind of squint between her hair, like it's hard to see where her hair and her skin starts and stops because they're similar in a value and saturation level. So I would almost maybe push those a little bit if possible. I would desaturate the garments, the shirt and pants. I think they're a little bit like, because it's almost like the red should be the most saturated thing in there. Just because that's such like a powerful color in these types of seance-y things, I think there's like something that can be read in there. And then it's connecting because the character, this bat character, has the red nose, that I would kind of like tie the two of them together. Like the red nose, the bat matches the saturated reds of the pentagons there. Let's play this out too. See it again. I almost want there to be more build up. It's fun. It's a funny shot. I almost want there to be more build up of the light value as this thing happens, because it almost looks like the overhead lights are like the exterior lights getting brighter, but I want to feel the candles really glow. Like there's energy and excitement, and like that value is really ramping up. And then once we have this like this, I think we can also squeeze in maybe a little some light rays coming into the top. And I think that would be But other than that, I think the shaping on the characters is good. I would say maybe we want to push the other way. So if she's dead, we might want to take some of the saturation out of her skin. Usually I always say the opposite of that, but
yeah.
But yeah, just make her feel more dead. And I wonder if there's something more that we can do with the skull, because the skull plays a prominent role. What do you think?
Maybe we can add a glow to him after he starts loading.
Yeah, or something like that. I think that'd be fun.
Okay.
That's cool. Yeah, this is a good shot, though. This is fun.
Cool.
All right, great. In there? Yeah. All right, cool. Okay, let's take a look at... We've got the alley scene here. We've got the let's start. We'll start closer up here. So this is the new one, the previous one. I like the values overall. I think we're definitely, I think the values are looking really good. I think that we can work a little bit more light onto his face.
Okay.
I think it would just be a matter of filling it in a little bit in here, and just pretending like this light is bouncing up or something. And then, then we can just kind of fill that in. But I like the if you just look at his legs and his feet, that feels very natural to me. This one also might be a little bit on the green side in terms of color wise. I would kind of push those more orangey, but I think and maybe a little more neutral too. But I love now this barrel feels much more naturally lit. The lighting feels very natural in here and very and really good, frankly. And then just a matter of getting some more attention on his face there. But this is exactly what I was hoping for after the last iteration. I think we can soften these shadows a little bit too, realizing that.
Oh, yeah.
But yeah, the overall structure is looking a lot better. And then same deal with this. Now, it's just like the scene just feels a little bit simpler. I think I would kill a little bit of that and just make the light just kind of centered around him here. I think we could probably might want to feel a little bit more strongly. It's not quite out that far, but it would feel like it would be a little bit brighter coming out of this door. Mm-hmm. This is looking good though. Yeah, the scene feels a little bit dry. I think we could probably get some more specular values, and especially on the ground.
Okay.
The walls feel nice. Do you feel like there's some nice, really subtle variation going on in these walls here? That's great. Yeah, does anybody else have any thoughts on these? I think they're looking good. Yeah, dumb stuff like eye dings should probably just flip those over to the other side.
Okay, yeah.
On the door side. Yeah. And then one of the... Although you kind of got it, never mind. You've solved a problem that happens a lot with this scene, which is lots of times it's kind of it's hard to distinguish these three walls, but they're very different. This, you've done a really good job setting up, positioning your lights, because lots of times it'll just kind of if the sun's kind of coming too frontal, the value of this wall will feel too much like the value of this wall. So that's something I always check in here, but that's looking great.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, good job, man.
Cool. Thank you.
Yeah. And do we have I think that was, do we have one more project? No, I think we had those two.
No, that's it.
Today, right?
That's it.
Okay, cool. All right. We will just go through the rest. I guess we'll do alphabetical today. So we'll go, Carolina had a quick update. So yes, eyes look better. Oh, you took that down. That helps a lot. That's great. Yeah. When you're having geometry issues, just hide it in shadow. That's beautiful. And background looks nice and cool. Yeah, I think we're good on this one. I will just go ahead and stamp an A+ on it. Ooh. Actually, yeah. Oh, Ruby. We haven't had a Ruby clap in a while. We'll do one here. All right, ready? All right, let's plot it. All right, yay! I missed that. All right, great. Congratulations, Caroline. This looks great. Really well done from start to finish, and really, really just strong job throughout the process. So nicely done. Excited to see what you got next. All right, Holly. Huge improvements. So I went ahead, and I probably should have done this to Carolina's too, but I grabbed the original, and this was from a few days ago. The amount of progress that you've made in a very short period of time is astounding. You're really, really crushing it. You're doing so well. And let's see, this is the previous one. Go ahead and bring that in too. Nope, don't want that. There we go. Yeah. Skin tones look better. Boat has a lot more life. Holly's dreams is what I think it says in the boat. That's fun. That's awesome. I love adding little like nuggets like that. They make me laugh. All right. So areas of improvement that I think. So this little bit of like there's like a golden orangey color on there. I think I would stick with. I like the pinks. I think we should stick with the pinks and the kind of the cyan color that's going on. With that being said, looking at the reference that you had posted, I wonder if we can't push more color into the water and then use that to bounce a little bit more cyan light up, maybe underneath, because we don't want it too much on the skin, but it would be kind of nice on the boat and on the fins of the mer boy. I always screw up the names for the screen left character. We'll go with that. And then I think that we can maybe even push some more specularity into the hair on this side. So one of the things that's happening is it looks like you're pushing, like you're doing a really good job of getting value and variation across the hair. But I'm wondering if that amount of light that's doing that is causing these components on the hair to get too bright. So I would almost break out. It depends on how you want to do this. You can either use like a crypto mat or something to pull down the values on these things. Or what I would do is break out a separate key light that links to those that are it's a slightly less intensity than the hair itself. And then on the hair itself, I would also add in like a speck only light with a, just to get some more variation in there. Ruby, Justin, Andre, do you guys have any thoughts on this?
No, I think the biggest thing is what you said, that the things on the hair looks blown out. I think that's, yeah. Yeah.
And I'm wondering too, there's something about this screen left-hand side. I like that you have the sun in here, but it's feeling a little high contrast and almost, it's like almost, I don't want to say crunchy, but it feels pretty extreme over there. Maybe just try backing off a little bit on the intensity of the sunlight there.
Yeah.
All right, but really good stuff. Nicely done. All right, Ubed. So we've got this is nice. So I've seen this scene before. I think this is in the Unreal Marketplace. Really, really nice. I think I've seen a tutorial with this too, if I remember right. I think I've seen a tutorial on this on YouTube. And then you're using the Naughty Dog Lost of Us. I hopefully had a chance to show this to Ufan Linda Cheng when she was critiquing, because she's at Naughty Dog now, that she could provide some insights in that. But the reason why I brought up the tutorial on this is it's totally fine to use this. I think this is a brilliant asset. The look of your lighting feels similar to what was done in the tutorial, if I remember correctly. It's been a long time since I've seen it. So just be aware of that. If I'm aware of that, then somebody who is reviewing demo reels would be like, oh, so could possibly be aware of that as well. So I'm not saying it's the same. I don't think it is, but just be aware of that when you're using stuff that's been that's used in popular tutorials. So you might want to just change it up. If it not, I can't remember off the top of my head. So, but what I think you have here is really, really beautiful. I think that now this is. It's so funny because I saw just the thumbnails of what you posted initially, and I was like, oh, those things look really good, but this shot could use some work. I was like, this is the shot I'm going to have him work on, where he needs some more dark values in the foreground and just some more like variation in the midground to the background, just to get more layering in the shot. And I was like, oh wait, no, that's the reference. I'll be quiet now. So I think yours are actually looking better in that you're getting some of these rich, darker values. I do think we can work in that environmental haze a little bit. Like, although, this is a small interior space, I still think we can get a little bit of that haze in the background there. And same thing with this one, like where this room gets a little bit more of that haze. Like, it's nice out here, but I don't think we necessarily, like this one, maybe not, maybe like in the corners up here or something. But yeah, I think more so in these. And then like this amount of haze value is really beautiful. I think we should try and get that in here as well. like get a little bit of that haze kind of coming in through the window. And then for this one, I think we can push the light brighter because as you can see here in the levels, the lower values are, you don't necessarily need to go that bright, but like I would push it up into this region if possible, and that way you can have a full kind of range of values. But this is a really cool set. You're doing a really nice job with this. Yeah, this one. So this one, I think we can. Same thing, maybe. This one's less about bringing up the bright brights because it's more about bringing up some of the midtones. Just so it's kind of just in there a little bit more. Because again, you'll still have that like dark, rich quality that you're going for. That kind of like post-apocalyptic thing, but it's just creating a larger visual range of values in your image that will create some more interest. I think. Let's see if this one can do it too. Maybe this one could go like a little bit brighter and then more in there. So just something like that, yeah. But all in all, like really beautiful stuff. This stuff is not easy to achieve in Unreal, and you're getting some like cinema-like quality in your projects there, and I think that's really great. I think that is all for today. Do you guys have anything else before we break for the day? We were talking before online about we were talking through some workflow issues. So if you guys ever have questions about that, feel free to throw them in the work in progress and feedback channel. If you have questions about that kind of stuff, I'll gladly either answer them in the written critique time or this video portion as well. So if that's it, I think we will call it a day.
Thank you.
Thank you, guys. I'll talk to you all soon. It's great to hear a Ruby whoop again. That was nice.
Yes.
All right. All right, be good, guys. I'll talk to you soon. All right, bye, everyone.
Bye.